It is Tuesday, November 14th. November is not waiting for anyone. Good morning, this is THG News Today with Mervyn Hanley. The news this morning, of course, is brought to you the kind of compliments of Carl & Sons on St. Maarten. Let us hear from our sponsor. Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Maarten for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are two locations, Coal Bay and on the Punfill. In Coal Bay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Punfill, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Coal Bay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Former British Prime Minister David Cameron made a shock return to high office on Monday, becoming Foreign Secretary in a major shake-up of the Conservative government that also saw the firing of divisive Home Secretary Suella Braverman. Cameron, who led the United Kingdom government between 2010 and 2016, was appointed by Prime Minister Rishi Sunak in a cabinet shuffle, in which he sacked Braverman, a divisive figure who drew anger for accusing police of being too lenient with pro-Palestinian protesters. She was replaced by James Cleverly, who had been Foreign Secretary. Cameron's appointment came as a surprise to seasoned political watchers. It's rare for a non-lawmaker to take a senior government post, and it has been decades since a former prime minister held a cabinet job. The government said Cameron was appointed to Parliament's unelected upper chamber, the House of Lords, the last Foreign Secretary to serve in the Lords rather than the elected House of Commons was Peter Carrington, who was part of Prime Minister Thatcher's government in the 1980s. Cameron, 57, said Britain was facing a daunting set of international challenges, including the war in Ukraine and the crises in the Middle East. While I have been out of the frontline politics for the last 7 years, I hope that my experience as Conservative leader for 11 years and a Prime Minister for 6 will assist me in helping the Prime Minister to meet these vital challenges, he said in a statement. Grenada has approved 11,814 applications from January 2017 to September 2023, and I am speaking about citizenship applications, according to figures released by the Ministry of Finance. It said that the Dickon Mitchell government, which came to office in June last year, approved 4,342 applications during the 15 months from July to September this year. Under the CBI, foreign investors are granted citizenship in return for making a significant contribution to the socio-economic development of the island. The names of all CBI citizens are not published following an amendment to the Citizenship by Investment Act. According to the 2023 estimates of revenue and expenditure, the government's targeted revenue from the CBI program for the period January to December 2023 is $240 million, with the ministry figures showing that the government earned $239.5 million as at the end of September. This means that the government will surpass the targeted amount by the end of December 2023, said a local CBI agent who did not wish to be identified. In a recent report, the European Commission expressed concerns about the CBI program in Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, Dominica, and Antigua. Wow. from July last year to September this year, 4,342 applications. That's almost 2 constituencies there when it comes to elections. Wow. And the revenue estimates are $240 million. That's from the period January to December for the CBI program there in Grenada. Wow. Finally, in the news this morning, St. Maarten Police Force is asking witnesses of a deadly shooting in Simpson Bay to come forward around 4 a.m. on Saturday on a busy Simpson Bay strip. With people coming out of nearby clubs, a man was shot multiple times. The victim was standing near a car. When he was shot, he collapsed on the spot. Police received several calls about the shooting. Several police patrols and ambulance personnel were immediately dispatched on the location. On arrival, officers discovered a male victim laying on the side of the road next to a vehicle. He had sustained multiple gunshot wounds and showed no signs of life. Subsequently, at approximately 9:30 a.m. on Saturday, a male individual presented himself at the police station claiming involvement in the shooting on Simpson Bay Road. The individual was immediately arrested. Detectives are collecting information to determine the motive behind the shooting. Persons who were in Simpson Bay on Saturday morning and witnessed the murder are requested to come forward. There is also a tip line, that's 9300 if you wish to remain anonymous. With that, we've just concluded THG News for today. It's November the 14th. I'm telling you, November is just flying. By tomorrow, it will be Christmas. I'm telling you. That's our news this morning, folks. Do enjoy the rest of your day. I am Mervyn Henley.